good. In 4 nights you cut Luna CK because you want SF. Yeah. I think I would cut Bow out of CK unless I was in Trolls. Like, in the other, I don't know. I mean, I like Luna. It really just depends on your 3-star progress. Like, you can cut anything. You can cut, like, Batrider, Omni Knight, CK. It just depends on, like, what's looking like it's getting to 3-star. It's sort of similar to Assassins. I don't believe in Luna anymore. But just, like, mana charging or something.
It's going to be great working with you.
Ah, f I forgot to put an empty board on round 1. God damn it. I'm not paying attention.
Ready to hunt.
It's just because Abaddon and Omni Knight got buffed. It's true. Luna does have, like, less unique value as a 3-star. Please explain what you mean by leaving. Oh, in my title, 2 streams before I leave? Okay. I'm going on a little trip. I'm going on a little vacay, you know. God, I hate Vip Booster. I'm going to visit family for 2 days in Vegas. And then I'm heading off to the WePlay Studios in Kiev to cast an Underlords event. It's the WePlay tournament that you might know, like right now a lot of players are playing in. Basically the qualifiers for today. I'm casting like the main stage for the same tournament. Abaddon 600 damage AoE. Yeah, it's true. It is nutty. Yeah, I mean, that might just outcompete Luna. At the same time, I mean, Luna's still easier to complete. I mean, it should be, right? I don't know. There's more 2 costs in the game than 3 costs right now. God, am I really going Knights 3 games in a row, guys? I mean, we have the Fall from Grace, and I do like Knights. I should have health on Lycan and Chainmail on Tiny, I think. God, this is so weird. I like this entire pack. I think I'm supposed to sell my Lycan. I think I have to. I don't know, man. It's like, I think it's important to kind of diversify and like not play the same thing every game. But the game is telling me to go Knights again. I guess Hunters can use Fall from Grace. I don't really like Hunters, and I don't think they're nearly as good with Fall from Grace as Knights are. Knights are just like the perfect Fall from Gracers, right?
Best not leave me on the sidelines.
I don't know. I like me an early Lycan, but this pack is too good, and I don't really want to lock for just the Lycan. Maybe I should have locked for just that Lycan. It's kind of weird. Could have actually been worth it. We did have the double drow as well. That could like work in the mid game. We could do like some early hunters and transition into knights. God, that actually might have been a lock. Should have this adjacent to the drow. Hunters Rick can Fall from Grace? Yeah, now they do. Like, now that Lycan is a hunter, Hunters and Fall from Grace kind of work together. But you still, I mean, you don't want to be in Hunters Fall from Grace. You'd rather be in, like, Knights Fall from Grace. I don't know, dude. I kind of hate Druids until Enchantress gets to level 2. At which point, I'd be better off running a Treant than a Furion anyway. This is consideration to sell either the Witch Doctor or both of the Tinies. But I like Tiny. And Tiny likes me too. Okay, let's actually fix this god-awful positioning. So this is enough of a front line here. Just because, yeah, we can just keep our knights apart from each other. I think Luna should be, like, behind here. As soon as one of them kills their first target, they're gonna walk to each other anyway, right? Is it actually better for them to be there? It's kind of weird. I don't know, dude. Fall from Grace is just so perfect in Knights. Because Knights are just like the ultimate, just like grind your opponent down. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
I don't miss.
Excuse me? Do I have to lock this? I don't understand. I don't... I could have just taken out Pudga. If I sell Pudga and Axe... I can't lock this. I just sell, like, double enchants or something. I have to be out of enchants now. The question is... I don't know, maybe I need the other Luna. So Axe double enchants, but I have to sell the Pudga. I think selling the Pudga is fine. Selling the Pudga might not be fine.
Nova might win this all on her own.
I don't like locking. I'd rather like get a free roll and then complain when the roll doesn't give me what I want. It just seems like the plus EV play every time. Also, as much as Witch Doctor early is kind of cute, I don't think it's better than this interest point. I like interest.
Grant no quarter.
And I like Witch Doctor pair. It's just like a 2-cost pair is such a... It's such a bait. Like, you can literally just... You can lose so much net worth just looking at this 2-cost pair. That's not even really essential to your build. Like, Witch Doctor's not even good until you get the bat upgraded as well. So it's like... I'm kind of on, like, 2 hanging outs, you know? Yo, Hulking McNutty. What's up, man? Welcome to the 1/8 Gay Club. So the reason it's easier to 3-star ABBA, Omni, and SF is because 1/3 costs have the same % odds as finding a 2 cost or whatever at 8, as well as you're buying 3 different 3 costs. Yeah. No, of course. The buying 3 different 3 costs argument, it is true. There's nothing I can complete here, right? We can complete Warlocks with Venomancer. Does that do anything? We got Abaddon, it must do something. As well as when you buy one and you get the others, others that need your blacklisting and claiming shit at the same time. Just waiting for Luna to appear. As well as there being less 3 costs than 2 costs. It is true, but at the same time, I do have... What is it? On level 8, it's the same roll possibility as like 2s and 3s. You're buying them out of the pool. But you're also like diluting your own pick at the same time. I don't know. It's pretty close to even, right? Because like the 3 cost tier also self-dilutes more than the 2 cost tier, just because there's fundamentally less of it in the pool. Like if I have 8 Abaddons versus 8 Lunas, it's harder for me to find the last one on Abaddon versus Luna. It basically balances out with the fact that you're pulling 3 costs out of the pool, but CK is also 2 as well. It's got to be pretty close. I want this interest point. Can I sell my tiny level 2 for this interest point? Is that like insane? If I sell both Razors, Pudge, and Venomancer, I'm 1 gold away. Shit! I think it's probably insane for me to sell tiny level 2. I really like interest points, guys. Like, I just don't think I can sell a tiny level 2. God damn it. We're the only one on Knights? God, that feels so good. So Fall from Grace is just so perfect with Knights, because like they're inhuman. And they're just like, they have the natural defense, they just want to be able to kind of punch through a little bit faster and just win like the long fight. Like, Fall from Grace, when you compare it to, like, Assassins or Hunters, you can easily play into your lose condition with Fall from Grace.
The spoils
Right?
of
Super,
war.
super easily. Because you can get, like, bursted down really easily. Which is why, you know, I say it's important to, like, combine offense with defense. And Knights already kind of have the natural defense. Fall from Grace with, like, Hunters or Assassins is not bad, but it's just not as secure as it is with Knights. Like, I just see this as such a Knight item. This is like the Knight Global they never had. Because Age of Chivalry is like... Age of Chivalry is weird. It's not a Knight item, right? It's like, it's kind of more like a troll item. I think it makes more sense in like 4 trolls than anything else. Because you don't want to run that many Knights with it. Interest. Point. Must. I think missing this interest is just gonna have to be okay, honestly.
There are prey.
I think it does have to be. I mean, the Pudge pair and getting my Shadow Fiend on the board 1 turn sooner. If I hit this interest point, I'd lose both of those. Shadow Fiend on the board for 1 turn sooner, it does actually matter. Because, like, I do want to build a new streak. Way more consistency, 3 starting 3 cost and 2 cost over the course of my games on all builds. I wonder if there's some additional factor I'm not thinking of that would explain that. I could see it being like slightly better than 2 costs. At the end of the day, though, it just comes down to what you have more of. Like if I have 5 Lunas and 3 Omni Knights, like I'm going for the Luna over the Omni. Well, I mean, I'm rolling in. We hope to hit either, but like I'm gonna sell the one I'm like further away from, I think. Well, unless it's like very close. We need like damage items too, though. Age is getting 4 Knight 4 Warlock makes everything invincible. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see Age in 4 Knight 4 Warlock because it protects you like your Shadow Fiend more. If I get like a level 2 or a level 3 Age, 4 Knights make more sense. I like it. The thing about Age of Chivalry that's like a little bit counterintuitive at first is it looks like it gets better the more knights you have. It basically doesn't, because well, it buffs by the amount of knights you have adjacent. Adjacency is like limited by feasible squares, and also it only buffs non-knights. And this isn't necessarily immediately intuitive to people, but ooh, we just get out of Pudge already. I don't know why I've been in Pudge this entire time. I'm supposed to put this in over Tiny, and then Abaddon over Drow, so that we get 4 knights. I did that too slow. But basically, it's like the more knights you have, the less non-knights you have, and it only buffs non-knights, right? So, it's Age of Chivalry kind of maximizes with 2 or 4 knights. So it's not really a, and that's why it's kind of better with trolls, because a troll, like a 4 troll build, which, like I said, I don't think 4 trolls is really viable competitively right now. I don't think there's any reason to run it at all. But a 4 troll build, in theory, would be able to use Age of Chivalry a lot better than an actual knight build. And the same is true for like 4 Knight 4 Warlock. It's probably the best usage of Age of Chivalry here. So you have to get a 4 knights. It doesn't just have to be Drow gone, right? Like, I mean, we simply can't remove Shadow Fiend or Alchemist. That would be insane. And now suddenly we need this interest point, which means we have to sell either Drow or Tiny, and it's very easily the Tiny, right? Because the Drow could actually find a new place in if we hit the, if we want like a 4th Heartless from something for a bit. I don't know. She's probably also not finding a place in here. TBQH. Do you think that Tier 5 Radiance nerfed Batrider? No. Radiance on Batrider was kind of a meme. I mean, it was kind of okay sometimes. I think it was probably worse than like Maelstrom on Batrider. I mean, Radiance on Batrider looks good if you just like look at Reddit and see like screenshots of people just getting like 17k damage. It's kind of like the same reason Vicious Intent looks good if you go to Reddit and you see screenshots of people taking like 170 damage.
For Salamene.
Something like this. Voidstone has to be an alchemist, I think. I just want to get that down early. Minus armor also, I guess, is